She smiled as she handed him my project and watched our boss promote her. What she didn't know was that I had already started dismantling everything she cared about, one silent step at a time. If you've ever been betrayed by someone who smiled to your face but stabbed you in the back, hit that like button, subscribe, and drop A in the comments. This is the story of how I turned corporate sabotage into sweet, calculated revenge. I used to believe in merit, that if you worked hard, people would notice, that if you were honest and dependable, success would follow. But then I met Amanda, the smiling cobra in heels. We worked at a high-end design agency in Chicago. I was a senior designer, and Amanda was technically my peer, though she had only been hired 6 months ago. From day one, she was charming, overly complimentary, always buttering up the bosses. "God, you're so talented, Mia," she'd gush. "I don't know how you come up with these ideas." At first, I liked her. I thought we could be a solid team. But then the little things started happening. I'd show up early and notice our boss, Rick, talking to Amanda about ideas I had. Mentioned to her the day before, I'd find my concepts just slightly reworded in her deck once. She accidentally sent out an email for a client meeting without me copied. When I was the lead on that campaign, I confronted her politely. She acted shocked. Oh no, I must have hit the wrong name in Outlook. I'd never do that on purpose, right? I kept giving her the benefit of the doubt, till the big betrayal. We were working on a massive pitch for a luxury fashion brand. This was the kind of campaign that could make someone's career. I had spent 3 straight weekends developing the creative strategy, mood boards, ad mock-ups, and a presentation that tied it all together, sleek. Modern, culturally relevant. Amanda and I were supposed to present it together. The morning of the pitch, called me into his office and told me I wouldn't be. Needed Amanda had decided to consolidate the presentation. I was stunned. I rushed to the meeting room, cracked the door, and there she was, presenting my work. My layouts, my taglines, my visual sequences, with her name on them. The clients ate it up. Rick looked like a proud dad. By the end of the day, Amanda had been promoted to lead creative strategist. She barely looked at me when she walked past my desk that evening. Just smirked and said, "Tough business, huh?" I went to the bathroom and threw up. Then I cried the entire Uber ride home. But the tears dried up quickly. I didn't want justice anymore. I wanted revenge. I spent the next 3 days observing. Not reacting, not whining, just watching. And what I noticed was this. Amanda wasn't as clever as she thought. She used one password for everything. I knew this because once during a shared Zoom screen she typed it in too fast, but I recorded the session, slowed it down, frame by frame. Boom. One password. And that gave me the key to everything. Her Dropbox, her Google Drive, her Slack, her email. And you wouldn't believe what I'd found. She was copying and recycling campaigns from other agencies. Agencies based in Europe. Ones our clients weren't likely to recognize. She would take older ad concepts, tweak the fonts, flip the layouts, change some names, and sell it as original. But the real kicker? She had 2 resumes. One real, one fake, the fake one claimed. She worked for Louis Vuitton as a senior global strategist. Complete lie. She even forged emails from a fake LV email address as references. I downloaded everything, all the files, fake resume, screenshots, Dropbox logs, and then awaited Rick. Was planning to pitch Amanda as a potential partner? That was the big rumor. She had climbed fast, too fast. I waited until the quarterly creative showcase, company-wide meeting where Amanda would present her groundbreaking strategy for a new tech client. I let her go first. She presented a futuristic campaign full of animation and buzzwords and shiny mock-ups. It was flashy. Everyone applauded. And then Rick asked if anyone had feedback or questions. I raised my hand. Amanda, can you explain the inspiration for this campaign? She started giving some fluff answer about digital evolution and consumer intimacy. Interrupted. Would you say it's fair to call this concept Original? She blinked. Of course, because it looks remarkably similar to a campaign done in 2019 by an agency in Munich. Same slogan, same color palette. Even the client persona is identical. Silence. People turned. Rick frowned. Amanda laughed awkwardly. That's just a coincidence, she said. So I connected my laptop to the screen. Opened the Munich campaign. Side dash by dash side, gasps filled the room. Then I dropped the second bomb. In this resume you submitted when you were promoted. Did Louis Vuitton ever actually employ you? She turned pale. Rick asked what I was talking about. I opened the forged emails, displayed both versions of her resume, then showed the Hua data on the fake email domain. Amanda tried to deny it, but it was over. She was fired the next morning. Not just fired, blacklisted. The agency sent a formal report to the industry association. Her name got dragged across design blogs. I never had to raise my voice. I never had to fight dirty. Just let her lies expose themselves in front of everyone she tried to impress. A month later, Rick called me into his office. He said, "You've got instincts I trust. And you don't just think creatively, you think strategically. We need more of that here." Got the promotion. In the office Amanda used to have. It's mine now. Sometimes I sit at her old desk, sip my coffee, and look out at the city. Skyline. I don't believe in karma. Die. But I believe in watching snakes choke on their own venom. Some people think revenge is about getting even. Duh. But sometimes it's about showing people what you saw all along and letting the truth do the rest. Never underestimate the quiet ones. Have you ever watched someone sabotage their way to the top and crash just as fast? Drop your revenge story in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you never miss another tale of well-served justice. Until next time, stay sharp.